Okay, this is day 62. This is part 5, I believe, or maybe part 6. You can see Judicial Services right back behind us, pretrial services, where they give the GPS bracelets out. So I just want to summarize a few things about task force because it's the connection between me and task force. I don't think we've really delved into that, but because of certain things and certain identifications that have been made, it becomes more important. And she's here with me, so you want to just say what day it is or whatever? I don't know. Something. What's in the news today about Orr testifying?
Yeah, Orr's supposed to testify today, and that's what we hear from the Senate. I think in closed session, though.
Yeah, in closed session. Okay, so I'm going to just
22nd.
December 20. It's 21st today, right?
No, 22nd.
22nd. Okay, great. Oh, solstice today. Okay.
Yeah.
So first of all, the night of my parallel construction. You were calling the jail and trying to arrange bail, right?
Yeah, I had actually talked to you on the phone and sent you text messages while you were in that location,
right? Regarding
your ongoing investigation.
That day.
And before,
and way before, but that day is the key.
Yeah.
And then you had kept following it until the parallel construction was over. When Jason had me out,
I called.
And you talked to me, correct?
Yes, I called Zanesville to confirm you're in custody. Was trying to make arrangements.
And you would testify right now that you were willing to come get me.
Yes.
And drive there, because I remember that conversation obviously very much. So the beating with the 4 gang members now that happened the next night.
You were
after I got out.
Yeah, you were in custody, I think, for 48 hours, I believe.
Yeah.
Which was several days, and then I contacted you the day or the day after you got out, concerned for your safety, and offered to help what I could, including driving. And then I believe it was the next night or the night after that.
Now these are 4 gang members that are lying in wait in a secured area.
A gated community.
Gated community. They are, well, we have to say the gang names.
Well, I've been leaked the possible gang members.
Well, you worked.
I worked in gangs and narcotics.
And we'll just say the 2 gangs in that area.
Nortenos and Nortenos.
The Nortenos and Nortenos. And I'm familiar with the Nortenos coming north, working the I-5 corridor, coming toward Oregon. So this is not something that somebody dreamed up. Now, you talk to me, then beatings the next night. Normally what they do in the gang is they put the youngest member forward, have him be the first one. If they ever get arrested, they're the sacrificial lamb. And if it's my gang, if it's my JTTF gang, and I'm the JTF officer, I pull the other 3 out of it. So you get the juvenile usually. So we won't go into much more, but would you say that's the modus operandi?
That is often the modus operandi.
That's often, okay. And then now upon information and belief, there was a shootout with the police after this?
I was told that information. I don't have confirmation with that, but I was told.
But there was helicopters in pursuit?
After the crime occurred, helicopters, police, ambulance, fire department, everybody arrived.
There's going to be lots of metadata here.
Yes, they took me on rides to attempt to find the suspects.
In the escape, a fence was run over, and then the people backed out, tried to hit you again, and then a second fence was...
And then they were able to breach the fence because it automatically opened.
A second fence.
Yeah.
So this is not these are people...
They stole my car, yeah.
They stole the car. So these are people shooting back at police officers, okay? There's chase helicopters involved in this chase. This is people trying to run down a fence and knocking over a fence and then going out another... this is not a light crime. And the other piece, I think, is not why it's not a simple robbery, is 4 people descending on you at your door to try to gain entry into your home.
Well, it was about 20, they were far away from my car and about 25 yards away from my door, and they were lying in wait and sneaking behind me. The only reason that I caught them is I felt the presence turned, and as soon as I turned, I was being punched in the face repeatedly by all 4.
And what was the phrase immediately as you started getting hit?
Keep your fucking mouth shut. That was the only words that were told to me over and over again.
So I'm not saying this was organized by JTTF. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that Becerra does have the server, Becerra did run off to California. Becerra did offer falsified evidence to the Capitol Police. Becerra did run off, and his chief of staff ran off to become the deputy attorney general, okay, while this was happening, okay? He also is not pursuing the case. He's not pursuing the case. He's not investigating the case with who the other three assailants are. These are violent gang members. So if people living in this sanctuary city, and it is a sanctuary city,
Yes.
don't have a feeling that there's some kind of investigative effort to follow up on a crime like this, where it's a police officer that's beaten, right, who has put service in with that city and other cities around there in the narcotics area, if that kind of person's not defended, but JTTF has resources to come visit me, a journalist, something's very, very wrong.